Day 2 of fixing a German tank with 300,000 miles on it. With a new fuel pump in, it's time to fix the crazy scraping noise coming from the rear wheel. I'm hoping new parking brake shoes and hardware will solve the issue. So I'm removing the wheel and 2 brake caliper bolts to pull the rotor. But the screw is seized on. Nothing a hammer couldn't solve, but everything's built like a tank on this thing. I pull it off to find a parking brake that's being held onto the car by a zip tie. Whoever did this shoddy work needs to find a new career. But to be fair, it did hold up fine while waiting for new parts to show up. The parking brake holds the car in place by gripping the inner lip of the rotor like a drum. But the springs hold the pads out of the way while you're driving. So I'm installing the spring on one side to slide the pads in place, but it's feeling impossible to stretch it across the mechanism. So I'm watching a Russian video calling me an idiot to my face for doing it backwards. So I'm starting with the smaller spring and locking these weird twist clips in with a flathead. But now I still had to stretch the larger one across the other side. Long flathead, punch, and hammer finally locked it in place. I'm adjusting the shoes to their minimum, putting everything back together, and looks like they worked out perfectly. And this tank still drives like a dream.